And now, from the CapsFlorida.com studios in Riverview, Florida, it's the Drinking with Drew show.
Plumber's butt crack looks like boobs.
All right, we are drinking with Drew. Oh, hey, what happened?
Just turn your volume off. You're
Someone's
literally hands on it. There you go.
Somebody's on repeat there. You got some new video going on with your intro there.
I know. Well, I told her I would change it because I actually changed it today and I accidentally used the wrong clip, so she got mad.
Wow.
So it was changed again. Let me make sure
You like that sound, don't you?
Make sure we're streaming. We are not. Oh, here we are. Okay, yep, we're good. Chats are open, I think.
You're not going to tell us what day today is? I forgot.
I'm almost there, Joe. It's September 18th.
Nope.
No, it's not.
19th.
19th. Shit, I lost a day.
Do you know that today? I don't know where our camera person is, but
Hold on. I'm trying to see. We're not live.
We're not live yet?
We are live.
Well, I'm still getting the background, so.
Well, but you're live.
Okay.
You're just lagging a little bit.
Well, that's what I'm letting you know. Like, we're lagging a lot.
Well, I mean, our internet's good. It says green. It says we're live.
Oh, you know what? It's because you still have the picture up. I can see you moving in the background. Get rid of the picture in the back.
Oh, there. Boom.
there we go.
That's why Laura's here.
That's why I deserved a better picture than my back while I'm puking in Casey's backyard. Thanks.
Mhm.
Nobody saw that, and now you just told them about it.
Exactly. Now today we
Because
do
now he
deserve
changed
some
it.
boob
Did you see
cam.
the new one?
Did
Yeah,
you?
I did.
You saw the new picture?
Yeah, but nobody else did because guess what? The fucking picture was on the whole time. They didn't even see the intro video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're going to do it again then. Hang on. Let's do it again just so everybody can see it. Stand by.
Check, check, check.
Tell me when you're ready, and I'll switch the cameras.
I am ready. Go. Wait. Now, from the CapsFlorida.com studios in Riverview, Florida, it's the Drinking with Drew show.
Plumber's butt crack looks like boobs. Yeah,
See? It was all better.
that was worth it.
Okay. I don't know what's wrong with boob cam. It's literally giving me issues right now. So
It's fine. We don't need anything else to have issues with. Let's just skip a camera tonight.
well, I mean, this is an important camera. It's saying no media.
You get enough boobs on this one. And all they have to do is watch the intro again, and they'll get plenty of boob.
I don't know.
Your eyes are up here, you know.
I just don't know why it's not working. All right. So yeah, we're late today. We're coming in at 6:48.
Ooh.
So sorry, everybody. Everybody's been busy.
I know
today.
everybody was waiting on pins and needles because
I
we
know.
weren't on at 6:30.
I know.
Sorry.
Sorry, everybody. Joe was busy. He literally walked over like at 5 minutes till.
Yeah. Scarf down a burger. How was it, Joe?
It was very tasty. I think the hot dog was the highlight of the night, though.
Oh, yeah. I have to have a hot dog.
You got some very tasty hot dogs.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
The Ninja does a good job of
Yep.
grilling those up really
The
quickly.
Ninja does. Literally, put it on, 10 minutes, walk away. It's done. Beeps at you, tells you it's ready. Time to watch it. It's
Where's
great.
my beer? Can somebody get me a beer?
I don't know. Where's your beer?
Well,
The one you had in the garage was empty.
Yeah, that's why I
had
haven't
another one in the
I haven't had
kitchen.
a time. Yeah, I haven't had
I was
time
gonna say
to fill it up.
bathroom, but that was last night when you were walking in the bathroom.
Drinking in the toilet.
Well, we went to
Beefs.
Beef O'Brady's and we were watching the Monday Night Football game and getting some work done while we ate. And then the waitress was talking to us, and he gets up to go to the bathroom, and he has his beer cup in his hand, and she kind of looks at him all weird. And she goes, "He knows he's walking in there with his beer glass, right?" And I go, "Yeah, he has two hands for a reason." She's like, "I hope that glass doesn't come back full." I go, "No, he just drinks while he's peeing. It's okay. We're all good."
Well, I mean, there was like 2 sips of it left. I thought we were pretty much leaving at that point.
We were.
So yeah, whatever.
Our
Michelle
matey.
is our new friend at Beef O'Brady's.
Yes.
We've had her 3 times in a row or something.
2.
2 times. Okay. So she's cool. We always sit down
Fellow
at the same
Jeeper.
spot. Yep, she has a Jeep as well. So
Has she been ducked?
we
I
did.
ducked her last night.
We did
I
duck
did.
her.
Oh.
yes.
I know.
Indeed, we did. So we were watching the Bucks games, and the Bucks did well. Or not the
No,
Bucks game, the Monday night game.
Yeah. Who was playing?
I don't even know anymore. We had 2. This is what's confusing
We
now.
found there was 2 games playing. on
Why
Monday
are
now.
they doing 2 games on Monday night now? That's so stupid.
And they're only an hour start time difference, so you're gonna miss one game or the other. I mean, I guess it's the same way Sunday, but a lot of people will figure
It's
that out.
dividing people on. Okay, you have people like we were watching. I think was it the San Francisco game or something? We were
It was
watching.
the one that
game.
started at 7:15.
Yeah, we were watching that game, and I mean, we're both working, we're eating, so yeah, we're not completely like,
wrapped up in
the game, and I'm not ever going to be wrapped up in a football game. But we're sitting there talking, working, blah blah blah, and they have the sound on to the first game that started, and then out of nowhere, they just
8:15.
changed the audio to the second game, but left all the TVs on the first game except for one TV at the bar.
Right.
So it's kind of like fuck you to everybody else in the restaurant. The 5 people sitting at the bar apparently were more
But we got
important.
the TV changed for you.
It eventually made sense, but it's just very stupid to have 2 games on at once on a Monday night.
Yeah.
I mean, why not just move it to a Tuesday or a Wednesday and have football on every night of the week?
There's enough
Joe?
games.
Can you make some phone calls?
I don't know the logic behind that, but who am I supposed to call?
I don't know.
Just call the head of football.
Yep.
Call
Who's
Mr.
that?
Football.
Who's
Mr. Football?
Mr. Football.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. This
So
is gonna bother me.
Monday being the last night of football for the week, how did your fantasy team go?
Don't ask Joe.
Well, I mean, he could only go down since he was top of the list last time.
And that's where he went.
So
Straight down.
I mean,
Straight
Joe,
down to
I didn't do well.
second to
Joe.
last.
no, but for the week or like
Yes.
averaged out
For the
like,
entire league. He lost his
lost-
game this
he lost
week.
that bad,
And
that
then
he's-
he was second to last in the whole league. He went literally from first place last week. And it was because you swapped your quarterbacks out. And I knew you shouldn't have done that, but you love your Miami Dolphins quarterback
He's
for
got
some
a tinker.
reason.
He's got a
I
tinker.
don't know.
Well, Cousins did not. He did well, and
Cousins
Tui
kicked
Woohoo did
ass.
not do too well. So whatever. Look, check.
You just like saying the name.
Now we have boot camp back,
What
check it out.
number? 6. Boob
Boom.
cam.
and
Okay.
now you're
Boob cam and 3 chin cam.
yep, and half,
Awesome.
half a Joe cam.
3 chin.
Yeah.
I only got 1.5 chins.
I'm not talking about you, Joe.
Oh,
You see, you have an extra camera on Joe too today, so you can do
Yeah.
a wide angle Joe.
Yeah, I got all cameras.
boom.
Bam,
Wide
bam,
angle
bam,
Joe.
Bam. Oh, wow. Where am I at? There we go. Wide angle Joe. Wait, wide angle
belly
Joe. There we go.
cam.
Belly cam.
That's the belly cam.
Yeah. Need to come in a little bit more on that one.
It's all good.
Yep. So that
So-
is the gist.
Today,
hmm
being the 19th of September, is National Talk Like a Pirate Day.
I heard that earlier this
Arr.
morning.
Really?
You scallywag.
And did
Where's
you
Tom when you need him?
did you hear why or how they came up with the pirate voice?
No.
It
There,
was-
there is a National Everything Day on a day. There's always something.
Yeah, there's always
every day. Most of them are silly and made up, but
It was a movie, and I forget
This
what
one is authentic. There
Of
is
course, this
there is
one's
real
legit.
history behind
this one's legit.
Yeah.
Pirate Day.
No, there was something that it was a movie that came out, and I forget. It was a real popular movie in the 50s.
The Goonies. Oh wait, you said
In
the
the 50s, and it had
Swashbuckling.
a pirate in it, and that was the one who they had just out of the blue. They picked that voice for that specific pirate, and for decades after that, they were like, "Oh, I guess that's what a pirate sounds like." So that's how a pirate has sounded ever since,
Really?
based on that one movie.
I feel
Wow.
I feel like my dad used to have that porno.
Yeah. It was,
It was a
Ron
bunch of-
Jeremy
It was
dressed
a
up as a
bunch.
pirate.
No, Ron Jeremy was a child back then. I think it was a bunch of pirates on the beach or something.
No, it was like Casablanca or something. Was there a pirate in Casablanca?
No,
Oh.
that was Nazis.
Oh, well, different movie then. Sorry. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not a big fan of pirates, but whatever.
Unless it's Hook.
Well, Pirates the movie.
In general, I mean, it's
Well,
just never
Pirates
been a
2:
big
Stagnetti's Revenge.
anything
Two?
pirates. I think I just
What?
grew up in Tampa, which it's
Oh.
pirates are pushed upon us as
Yeah.
little babies. Everything's
So
pirate related.
overdone.
You know, the Bucks and Gasparilla and porn. You know, it's like
All the
everything's
crews.
pirates. You know, and it's I got over it very early in my life. So
Yeah, well, Pirates. We had talked about that on one of our earlier podcasts. Was Pirates 2 was the most expensive full length feature length porn
Oh.
ever
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
ever produced,
yeah,
and it was like something like $2 million or whatever.
crazy.
Yeah.
Did they get their money back?
Oh, many times over.
Okay.
That's what he said.
So
Stagnetti's Revenge.
Sink her treasure.
Joe,
Sink
you
it in her treasure.
We should get a private screening of that on this big screen TV. You know.
well.
Or not. We're not like, one of those porn theaters, Joe. If you want to watch porn, you do it on
We
your
could.
I
own.
mean, we got these nice
You can
couches.
charge
you
them.
know,
We're
nice
not
and
cleaning
relaxing.
up after you. We're not providing tissues and lotion. No.
I mean, it's not like anybody else gets action in this studio.
Couple times. Couple times, Joe. Couple times.
don't ask what you don't want to know, Joe.
So, you sent me an article, Joe.
Did I?
You did.
It was a slow week for me reading news because
You're being quizzed now, Joe. What did you
I was-
send? What did you send?
I was quite busy with work, so there was a very slow week with me reading the news.
Same.
So there's companies that are sending capsules
Right.
out to outer space
Mhm.
into like low Earth or orbit, and they're basically doing manufacturing for medical research and medical production for things, and they're creating crystals. And because they're doing it in outer space, there's no gravity that's kind of pulling down on it, and it's actually creating these perfectly shaped crystals that they can use for vaccinations and stuff. And
Crystals for vax.
I don't
sure
I
they're
don't
not
know,
trying
I
to
don't know
like.
all the science behind it.
I feel like
but
when you say crystals, I think of like jewels, and like they're trying
Well-
to have some really expensive, like the next blood diamond.
Well,
It's like
here's
the
my
space diamond.
here's my conspiracy theory type of take on it. Is that they probably came up with something really good up there, and it threatens pharmaceutical companies down here, and they don't want it to land, so they're like, "Fuck you."
Well, that's the thing is they're not getting permission to bring the capsule back to Earth in order to retrieve the stuff that they made.
Right.
So they're saying a security issue or a safety issue.
So this wasn't like they didn't figure that part of the plan out when they initially sent it to space. They're
What-
just like, oh, we'll figure out the details of the return later. Like that seems like an expensive project to launch into space and not know how it's getting back.
They have a way of getting it back, but they didn't get approval from the FAA or the
That's what I'm saying. Like
Air Force won't let them land.
You wouldn't like already have that. Like how long has it been in space?
It's been up there for like 3 or 4 months.
And is it the only one that's been up there ever?
I don't know.
Right, you would think that it takes longer than that to get approval. So you would think you would get like pre-approval before you even launched the thing into space. So you wouldn't be wasting time and money and energy.
But they approved it when they launched it. So I wonder how they let them launch it if they weren't going to let them bring it back.
It's not a manned craft. It's
No,
just,
it's all computer automated.
yeah. So the
So-
safety concerns are either it crash landing on Earth and hurting somebody, or it burning up.
I was thinking that it could bring back like a pathogen that hasn't been tested or something.
Isn't there's a movie about that?
Yeah, there's a couple of movies like
There's
that.
some
That'd be
movies
weird.
about that. Yeah,
It's got an alien on board.
yeah.
They
No, it
created
does.
an alien.
Yeah, no, they went out. They did like a spacewalk or something, or they were
Something
growing.
got
So like
inside
some
it,
type of
yeah.
like petri dish growing. Something happened. They brought some life form back that was wiping out the human race.
Okay, I can see that, but you would think if that was the case, they would just burn that bitch up in the atmosphere. What are you looking at, Joe?
I don't know. There's a bug. It was a bug on the table, so I just squished it.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know how
It
it
was
got
my
there.
pet. It was my pet Ouija.
Well,
Ouija.
it kind of looked like the bugs I have in my backyard, but I don't know how it would get over there.
Great.
Look at that fucker doing it again.
You killed my friend Simon.
What is his problem? He just started that
I don't
like
know.
What is he
last
doing?
week. He's eating the carpet.
I don't know. He's just.
Like literally chunking on it.
Well, he knows how to treat his women right.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't.
Giggity.
You don't use
best
teeth.
if it had no carpet.
You don't use teeth. Go. Go. Lay down.
Yeah, but how do you
lay down.
be a carpet muncher with no carpet?
Go lay down.
You're a city slicker.
Oh, is that what it's called?
I don't know. I just made that up.
It's called waxing the bare floors.
It's called draping the carpets. No?
Drapes in the curtains is what you called it. Do the curtains match the drapes?
So
The curtains
yeah,
are the drapes.
I don't know.
He didn't catch it.
I've caught it a million times. Trust me. You make that joke every fucking other day.
I don't.
Never,
I laugh
never
at
gonna
you.
let me let that one down.
No, I won't. It's hilarious.
Jesus. You can't have drapes on curtains. And you can also have carpets matching those drapes.
But I'm just thinking like curtains
really
are like,
nice restaurants
thinking
and
like
houses have
carpet-
drapes and curtains, and they match.
Right. But like, if never mind. I'm not even gonna get into.
I'm just saying it can
Yeah.
be both.
Yeah.
And they could
not-
also have a valance too.
Oh gosh.
No, now you're getting complicated, Joe. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're being told everything about this, and it's not that big of a story to where people are asking questions about it. But I think they should because it's really strange.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I want to follow up with my new venture. Joe is DWD Media. That's one of my names. I think I'm going to go with. Or should I go with Carlton Group or Carlton Media?
Are you a special purpose entity that you can merge with True Social?
No. No, but I'm starting a media company, so I'm
Yeah.
officially going to name it. And
You know, if you actually create a media company, then you're required to pay us.
I didn't say the media company was going to be hosting this podcast.
Then it can't have anything associated with the podcast.
It can be.
Otherwise, we have to get paid.
Didn't you hear the beginning of the
Otherwise,
show?
otherwise you're gonna
We're
have
on
a workers,
strike actually.
You're gonna have a workers
So
revolt.
bye.
You're gonna have a workers revolt, and we're gonna have
Well,
file lawsuits.
Drew
with-
Barrymore changed her mind.
She
She
Hours.
did.
Who
Yeah.
else did?
What do you mean changed your mind? With
She was going to do her show.
Well,
Yeah.
because they're under
And then she
different
changed her
contracts.
mind.
They're
So
under
she's
like the
not
same
gonna do it
type
now?
of.
No.
Yeah, they're under the same kind of contract as like Good Morning America, where I guess the company that's on strike is more so for like movies and whatnot. So
The
Drew Barrymore
art-
was going to come back because her team isn't on strike, or
Her
she was going to.
team?
Well, I mean, like her company, like her employees weren't on strike, or she was going to do it herself. I don't wing it, or if you will. And then everybody was giving her shit, so she changed her mind and she's going to wait.
It's the WGA, is the Writers Guild of America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you have indie films and, people who are still filming stuff that never got paid by those people anyway. So those are just like, in my opinion, the corporate writers or the corporate, NBC writers and the, official writers who, and it's so stupid. It was one of the talk show, the late night talk shows that were coming back on the air, or thinking about it or something like, well, we're not going to be as good without our writers. And I'm like, so you suck. You're saying you suck
You're not
without
a very,
your writers.
You're not a
Right.
very good comedian.
I mean, our
Right.
show could be a lot better, Joe, if we had real writers behind it, and I could, read 10 jokes on the monologue and, catch everybody's attention.
you should do that for one or two shows. You just get up and do a monologue first.
Oh, I thought about it. Get the stand-up microphone
Stand up in the corner and do a
and
monologue.
just do a monologue, yeah, or just edit it in later. But
Be like a little Seinfeld.
It
yeah,
would be
So-
like
so what's
insult
the-
Laura 30-second
Little-
monologue.
What's the deal with airline peanuts?
little Spinnerfeld.
Little
Spinnerfeld.
spinner.
Where's my life track? It's not on there.
Nope, sorry.
I'm gonna get it back. Hang on.
You didn't pay your production crew enough.
No,
have
your
it
lights
set up.
aren't lighting up.
Where's it at? There it is. Oh,
Nope. That's the right one.
That's the right one. Yeah. Hang on, let me see if I can get it.
That's when we got our studio audience.
There
we
you go.
That's our studio audience.
Okay.
Jesus.
But yeah, I have to make sure I take that back off. Otherwise, we won't be able to hear the sound on the computer. Like, you have to decide which one you're going to use.
Oh, well, you can
So-
take that one off too, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, yeah. So this is for
What's
the
the
phone
last
calls.
one?
This one's for the phone calls,
Oh,
and that
okay.
one's for the computer audio.
Gotcha.
And this one went wee.
Yeah. So it's
All the
all
way home.
very confusing.
Yes.
This master board over here that I have to conquer to make this show happen. Mm-hmm.
Because you do it all alone.
Hey, I've offered many times for you guys to learn this shit. Joe's going to have to learn it.
I'm gonna be on vacation.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone the same week I'm gone. He's gonna be gone,
Yep.
so we're gonna have a week off. You're gonna have a week off.
Y'all are gonna be all. Y'all, well, so what? You're going to where?
I'm going to
Your
a concert with my sisters.
Joe's going to Italy.
Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Italy.
All right.
Italy.
So I'll have to do the show myself. Just be me here twiddling my thumbs.
Just you on the camera by yourself.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to worry about changing the
Actually,
cameras.
you know what? Jane Garby might be back.
Oh, true.
So it could be the three of us. So Garby might have to learn the cameras. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't think Jay's going to learn the cameras.
No.
Or I could probably stretch.
He's been gone so many weeks. He's got to earn his keep back.
No.
Right?
I don't know.
You
I
guys
don't
are going to
think
have to
he just
figure your
gets a
seats
pass.
out.
It's true. Joe's like, I'm going to shit on the seat right now so that
Yeah.
nobody's going to want it.
Yeah, we'll see. I stay out of that. You guys are going to have to make that decision. Y'all sit where you want.
Well, we know Jay's going to come in and he's going to take the seat where
I don't care.
where Joe is right now.
What the fuck am I care?
And Garby's going to be like, I don't give a shit. I'll take the other chair. And then
I mean, we still have a good camera. So, Joe,
Yeah.
you'll still be on a good camera.
I don't care.
Oh, well. So we had an F-35 that went missing, which is another strange mishap of the government.
How do
but the pilot ejected, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was on autopilot, so when the pilot ejected, it just kept flying
Oh,
Right.
on its own.
That's, I mean,
They ended up finding it like 2 hours later, but
they didn't tell us until
it was
today.
it was no. They said it. They said it like
Not
two,
last night.
yeah.
Yeah,
They said
last
they-
night they said they
When they
found
said
it.
they found the debris from it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I heard they found
I was
pieces
reading.
of it, but not like the whole thing.
Well, they found the debris from the crash.
Mm.
So this was, I guess, yesterday, and it's like, how do you lose, like, I guess, a $40 million plane? Well, it's easy because it's designed to be stealth. It's designed not to be picked up on
Right,
radar.
but
It's designed to be
by your own
Yes.
your own government.
Yes,
I mean, that's scary. So if this pilot really wanted to go rogue and cause some fucking damage,
that's
you
You
know,
know.
he could cause some major.
But what
issues.
was the problem that caused the pilot to eject and then
they didn't say at the time. I don't know
Because
if they said
obviously the
since
plane
then,
was-
but-
They called it a mishap.
well enough that it was flying for however long
And
and
he-
they found it 2 hours?
And there was another pilot flying with him. So why didn't the other pilot
follow the plane.
follow the plane? Figure out where it was going. Shoot it down. Who knows? But to me, it's like mishap. That's all he said. Mishap.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Sounds like a cover up.
Oh, yeah, of course it is. Checking our cameras out outside. We're getting notification of human detection.
It's just a shadow.
we got ninjas in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
They've been sneaking around behind cars, coming out from behind the buildings.
Those
You know,
fucking bitches. I swear to God, if I see them again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
if I can only get them to pressure wash my house.
Right. Good luck. Good luck with that. So I didn't get I didn't see the news that they found it until early this morning, but I woke up at like 5 a.m. So maybe that was like
Well, when I read it yesterday and they said a plane is missing and it took them 2 hours to find the debris field, the debris field means they found the crash site.
not necessarily.
No, they just got the left arm, but not the rest of the plane.
Possibly. I mean,
Okay,
if it hit a pine tree and kept going.
could be.
You know, haven't you ever seen the Millennium Falcon that
Nope.
you know scrapes the pine tree and keeps flying?
No, I don't really into Star Trek.
He loves saying that.
You know, every time.
Every time.
Oh man. So Garby's out today. Where's he at?
No
He's-
clue.
I forget. He said he was somewhere. So he is gone.
How did he do in his Super Bowl? His
Um,
fantasy football.
pretty sure better than me.
Much better than his first week. First week, he had Aaron Rodgers as quarterback. So,
Ouch. Ouch.
and then there was a player who he had on his team, but he was on his bench, and he was like super high scoring. I think he ran like the length of the football field to get his touchdown. So, yeah, Garby. I think he was actually last place last week.
All right. So
Could only go up from there.
yeah, I don't know how to read this thing. There's so many options.
Phonetically sound it out.
No, just how it's.
It gave me the
Hooked on phonics
rankings.
worked for you.
It gave me the rankings this morning and like a real quick like synopsis, but I was not in the lead, so I just shut it down because I was driving.
Oh, yeah. Keep chatting. It's
So
on you.
yeah, but I know I did not do well. I don't think I was last place.
I think you were last place. Wait, no,
Now she's just going through my nudie pics.
I'm trying to find because these are all where is it where it has like your league players and whatnot? Where's that?
You got me.
You're in pics. I don't. Oh, here. Keep talking. What?
Okay.
Don't pay attention to me. Keep going.
Well, you're talking. I don't want to interrupt you. I'll get
Keep
my
going.
nuts cut off.
I got it. Go.
Okay. So let me know when you find it.
First place
Let's
was
see.
Memer. I don't know who Memer is.
I don't know either.
Memer.
Okay.
Whoever that is.
Meep.
And then the person you played this week got third place overall. With 142. Hannah. Yeah. I don't know who B Low is.
Me?
No, the team is B Low 1960. So.
Below me.
Got it. So yeah.
Giggity.
You were. Oh, let me see. You were at 109. No, you didn't get. You were second to last place. Yeah, I said you were second to last place. So, not last.
When's the cat scratch booby's gonna get healed up? You can still see your cat scratches.
But you can't. Wait, where's?
You can still see it.
Barely see it.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Nobody would notice it if you didn't point it out.
Did anyone check out 90s Con this weekend?
No, I saw some people there, but it's I don't know, not really my thing. I mean,
would've
I
loved to have
totally
gone.
skipped over the '90s for the most part.
That was my youth.
I mean, I was playing in the '90s, like,
But this
but
was like
then that
top
was my
90s.
that was like when I kind of.
If you could have gone there with a camera, you could have got some content for the
But
show.
it's people that.
You could have gotten like Topanga to give you a little interview for the show.
Mm,
You know?
I don't know.
I would have been
Come
more
on.
interested in her boyfriend that
Who?
she had, Lance Bass, before he came out as gay.
I don't
They
know
went
anything
to
about
prom
that.
together.
Did she make him gay?
No, he was gay.
Oh.
I think he actually told her first.
Yeah. No, Joe, I'm not ready for that just yet. I am going to be doing some of that. I'm not saying I'm going to be going to any cons or anything or comms, but I'm going to be doing some interviews, some street interviews, some band interviews, some media style interviews. I'm going to
Billy
be doing
Eichner?
some few things, but we'll see how it works out. I have some plans. I don't want to distribute all my ideas over the air right now, but we're going to be mixing in a few things. I'm not saying they're going to be added to the show.
You got to get a celebrity to record your intro.
We're going to be doing some of that
Question for you. How many times did it take you to record to do that intro?
once, maybe twice.
I figured you probably did it like 15 times.
No. I literally did it.
Did you just see my
Two
face? I
times.
was like mid-burp when I accidentally clicked on me.
No.
Sorry, guys.
No, I did it.
It sounded like you kept trying
I was
over
like-
and over again.
No, I can actually have the clip. I can play it.
No, it's okay. We heard it already twice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, I just did it real quick. I did another one like 2 months ago that I was just doing different sound effects and styles and alien voice with the, audio mixer and stuff.
Let's,
But
Sound effects.
let's go on Cameo and find somebody to do it for you.
yeah, well,
Who would you
we'll
want?
see. Oh, I don't know.
Will they do that, or is it just something
Yeah.
very generic where you give them like a name of who it's to and some random topics? Will they actually
No.
go and do like an actual script?
If
like,
you want to.
this is exactly what I want you to say.
Yeah, they'll do that if you want. I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, all I have
These
to
celebrities
do.
will do anything for $50.
All I have to do is get my camera and then play the song in front of somebody, and they just mimic it in the camera. I mean, it's very simple to do, but I want to get people.
You mean
on
you're going to
camera
remake the
doing it.
Nickelback song video?
Yeah. I was standing in line at the Burger Burr. Yeah.
You're trying to act so hard like you don't know the
I
words.
don't know the song. I totally don't know the song. Wait, that's not. I thought that was Kid Rock.
He's in it. I
My
think.
name is Kid.
Okay.
He makes he's one of the
I
lip
want to be a
syncers.
rock star, right? That's
Yeah,
the song.
he's the
I want to
lip
be
syncer.
a rock star. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's all those people in it. It's a cool video. I mean, I like the video, but just Nickelback is not my thing. But it's a cool video. I like how he
But their
incorporated.
video ideas are fire.
No, but I like the way they included and incorporated a lot of different people into the scene. So yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I will
Yeah,
do
no.
that. We can get Joe on there doing a drinking with Drew scream. We'll get
Yeah.
maybe.
You can just get everyone to record just saying "drinking with Drew" because that's what we do, and then you just get everybody to record that and like just kind of splice.
Well,
them
but
all
it only
together.
says it so many times in the song, Joe. I can't
It has
have
nothing,
like.
it doesn't have to do with the song. You just make yourself like an outro. Like at the end of the show, you can have like 10 different people just record that.
We'll see.
You just put them all after each other.
I would rather have people say, plumbers' cracks look like boobs.
It does. I mean, whatever gets you hard.
Yeah.
Whenever get your pipes cleared. Did y'all hear that?
Yes, I did. And there's so many shows I could go back and get audio clips, but honestly, getting a 2-second soundbite takes like half an hour to go back and go through my hard drive, download the video.
But you gotta find where you're looking.
Yeah,
you gotta like
it's
listen to
just-
the whole thing just to find the good shit.
I'm not the best at pre-planning and the way I should do it is when I'm editing it the first time and I hear a soundbite, I should mark it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've just been really bad at doing that. So
couldn't you just clip it and save it and just have a file of sound clips?
I've done it that way too. Yes, I have done it that way. I actually have I have one that's called basically samples, but I suck at it. I forget, and then
Giggity.
halfway through the fucking editing, I'm like, oh yeah, I should go back and do that. But we'll get there. I'm not stressing it.
Should we talk about how I got 2,000 views on my ass?
We are, yeah. So we're actually getting some good views.
We got some good loyal fans there.
Yeah, so we got 2,000
Don't
views
show my leg.
of Joe. We got 2,000 views of Joe pressure washing his house.
Yeah.
Squirting you with the hose.
And squirting me with the hose.
Just a little stay back squirt.
It was literally like I saw Joe. I was hoping I'd get him falling off the ladder, but he didn't fall off the ladder. So I walked over with the camera and I just decided to go live. And it was just like a little 15-second blurb, and that got 2,000. It's probably over 2,000 at this point. But now that it's over, when you get to the 1,000 and into that area, it stops measuring it per view, and it's like now 1.2 thousand, 1.5, 1.8. Like it, I don't know how they change it. Yeah, so I don't know what it is. And then we got 1,000 views on our granny bikini segment, which that was good, and that was still growing.
I tell you, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, that's like the sweet spot on getting viewership on videos.
Yeah, but it also has to be interesting.
Yeah.
So
I am convinced
that's a unique
that we were fooled that whole time that that's all AI.
Well, that was a very unique
it was all
segment.
AI photoshopped.
Yeah, I mean that was a unique segment.
Yeah.
So that one deserves more.
I mean, there were chubs all around, but
yeah. I mean, we could probably take our video camera to Apollo Beach and recreate that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Just take it down to Salty Shamrock on a Sunday afternoon, or even Fens, and get all the ladies in the bikinis.
Could do that.
Go
down to what's that one on Shell Point Road? Down there's a
Little Harbor.
Little Harbor.
Little Harbor.
I'm not a big fan of them. I don't know. It's we've been there a few times, but the parking sucks.
But they got that little.
They charge now. Apparently, people are getting tickets left and right, and people are complaining about it.
Tickets for what?
Parking.
And
it's not like the county. It's not like the sheriff's office or anybody giving you tickets. It's an HOA ordeal. But they're so stupid. They're like, oh, we're going to give you an $85 ticket for parking.
What,
for parking on the street.
Yeah, but there's a parking lot right there.
Yeah, but if it fills up and people don't know where to park.
All right.
It's like a big ordeal.
I've never been there when it was that full.
People are talking about it all the time online. So it's just, I mean,
you got a private little beach there.
I'm not saying that
to use it. Though, but people do.
But there's restaurants there that are decent. I'm not saying the restaurants are bad, but just that area is so disorganized that they got to figure something out. So
you got 1.6 thousand. You got 1,600 views for the video of you and Jason jamming out.
Yeah, that was mainly Jason.
It was just Jason playing the guitar with me in the background.
Yeah. So that was good.
Yeah. He's a talented guitarist, I tell you.
Yeah. Yep. The shorts are doing well, so we're going to be doing a lot more, uploading a lot more.
I got shorts on today.
Yes, you do.
They are doing very well.
Good job, Joe.
Yes. You do. So we're going to continue to do that. I haven't been doing a lot of shorts before this last 2 weeks or so. So I'm going to start doing more.
1.1 thousand on the bikini one.
Okay.
Nice.
Good. Yeah, it's still growing. And you never know.
What she said.
You never know when it could take off. I mean, it could. Those things are weird, man. You can get a weird when it flies, but YouTube is weird, man. You got to get 3 million views on a short to make it like count towards your official viewing time, and so
we'll get there.
Really difficult. But yeah, if you guys are listening, subscribe and like, share, talk to your friends about the worst show on the internet right now.
Absolutely.
And it's not ours because we're not the worst.
Joe Rogan is the worst. We're second.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do that, and then we'll see how it works out in a year, because it goes by a year. You have to get all these views within a year, and then it
Well, we're coming up on our year.
Yeah. So all the first views of the shows last year will start being deleted by our views now, which our views now are actually pretty high. So considering, when we say hi.
So you could have gotten a lot of footage if I did fall off the roof. That would have been
Oh
fun.
yeah, I was waiting.
That
I
would have gone viral.
So before you came over, while Chrissy was doing the driveway, I had the ladder up against the roof, and I actually climbed up onto the ledge, and I'm on there, and I'm like, I've seen a million freaking YouTube videos of fails of people falling down, falling off ladders, and I was like, this is not going to be me. So I was like, I crawled on nice and carefully and slowly.
Yeah, but you were wearing shoes that were very slippery looking.
Well, I was wearing basically like my pool shoes because I'm pressure washing and I'm just getting soaked. I can't have my sneakers get drenched with water. So obviously it was easy for me to do that, but I just climbed up there carefully because I wanted to see if I was comfortable with that much of an incline. And I was not comfortable that I would be able to stay up if I'm also pressure washing with water coming down all over the place. So I was like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable to stand on the ledge. So I got back onto the ladder, and I said, fuck that. I'm going to stay from the ladder.
Yeah.
But I almost could have been one of those fails on the internet.
Could have been.
Like,
I was waiting.
One of those cartoons where the pressure washer hose is at full force, and he just bouncing on top of the hose.
Just takes
flopping them back and forth. Yeah.
Right.
Well, it is, I mean, I don't know if you've done pressure washing against the house,
plenty,
but it blows you back. It's got pressure, so I'm like, I wrap my leg around the ladder so I'm not flying backwards, but I'm like,
yeah, that's why I don't like when my grandmother's like, it's your turn to pressure wash my roof, and I just act like I forgot.
Sorry, I'm busy that day.
Right. No, she got a white vinyl roof instead of replacing the shingles. They just pretty much put this big white tarp type thing over it. I guess it's a new thing that they're doing. And because she has these big oak trees, they're on both sides of the property, it gets black algae or whatever all over it. It's awful.
Why
looking.
is it your responsibility?
Because if we don't do it, then my dad will do it.
So?
Well, my dad will fall off the roof.
So?
So the grandkids have been probably once a year it has to be done. And so I guess it's my turn. And guess who's forgetting? Me. Because you get up on the roof and it's fucking slick, and you're soapy water is what your pressure, and maybe it's bleach water. I don't know. I don't do the mixture. But I'm like, I'm going to fall off this fucking roof and I'm going to die. I'm going to break my neck. It's not going to end well. And then you have to get up on the roof by using the ladder to go up on the carport, which is this rotten ass piece of wood. So then you have to kind of quickly hop from that to the roof. I'm like,
and why don't they hire someone?
That's my point, Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, you could hire some kid in the neighborhood, pay him $50.
No, because then if he does fall off the roof, then that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. So if my grandmother reminds me again, I'm just going to be like, I'll pay somebody to do it. And I'll just have somebody go over there. I'm not doing it.
How much are you willing to pay?
Well,
I could use a little money.
The lady
my
that I called
second job doesn't pay me as much.
There you go. I'll pay you $200, Joe. And she only asks for the front of the house to get done because the back of the house nobody sees. And she's not even in an HOA. She just doesn't want to see it herself.
One floor or two floors?
One.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, and it's
not
a big house. It's an old ranch style. It's longer, but it's not.
Is this subscribe button coming across when I put it up there?
My house is 2 floors, which makes it so much harder because you have to get up on the ladder to do that second floor.
It should be up because you're not.
I see subscribe.
Oh, you do see it?
But it's not a button. It's just a word.
Yeah. That's all. That's all.
Real big.
Yeah. So when we say subscribe, I'm just gonna go bloop 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 subscribe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your bloop 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 worked.
Okay. Just making sure. I did it on the fly. I'll make it a little better later.
Yeah, it looks kind of thug.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're on the fly.
So can we talk local news, or that's off limits?
No, we can, but so we
bouncing around the pamphlet.
We have some local news.
I don't know what's on the pamphlet because I didn't look at the pamphlet.
Well, you got to look at the group page. The group page is the pamphlet. The group page is the pamphlet, Joe.
Are we going to talk about what happened in the neighborhood while I was pressure washing?
Right.
The kid that shot the mom?
Yeah.
There you go.
He was 14 or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but what's there to talk about? We don't know anything about it. Okay, he shot his mom and the husband or the boyfriend.
It was just 2 blocks away from us.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know much about it. I mean, the dude, he was going to kill himself, and I guess he decided not to, and now he'll probably, as the sheriff said, spend his whole life in jail. I'm like, that's kind of premature to say
at
that.
14, he's going to be out by 18.
Well,
He'll
but
be out by like 25.
before knowing any facts, to say
Yeah.
that on live TV is stupid. Like,
He could've
you
been-
shouldn't make comments like that.
He could have been trying to protect his mom, like if he was trying to kill the boyfriend. Who knows if there is a domestic involved? Nobody knows.
Especially if
any
he tried to kill
details.
himself. Like,
Shot,
let's say,
shot the
Right.
boyfriend first, then he shot his mom.
well,
then he
supposedly.
pointed the gun at his brother. His brother
Well,
took
so
off.
Maybe the boyfriend was beating him and he was protecting himself,
Who
and then the
knows?
mom
I
went
don't
to go whoop his ass. Nobody knows anything.
right.
All we know is that a 14-year-old had access to a gun, and that's the reason why people are dead. Like, was it the mom's gun? Did he get it off the street somewhere? Then who are you letting your kids hang out with? Like,
Who knows?
it all
I'm
comes
sure
back
we'll
with
find
kids
all
should be
that out.
Spanked when they're younger, not
Dan-
beaten. But
Dangerous
spanked,
Riverview neighborhoods.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Damn HOAs.
This is where we're broadcasting from, the middle
Yeah.
of the danger.
HOAs
We're
turning
tough.
into
We're
damn
tough over here.
ghettos.
We've been ghetto. So, yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say. It was just all speculation and what the media reported. But, yeah, it happened, Saturday night?
It happened right as I was pressure washing, like 4 o'clock on Saturday
Yeah.
afternoon.
You could have solved it. You could have pressure washed the gun out of his hand. Could have been a hero, Joe. That would have got a lot of views.
I'm surprised
So
we didn't
many
see the
views.
helicopters overhead.
I didn't. I was in the
know.
garage.
They had helicopters? I didn't see them.
They called in like search and rescue to try to find the kid. They found him in the neighborhood like a couple
Wasn't
blocks
he?
away.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was just down the street.
Yeah, well,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Where'd they find him? It was Summerfield, though, right? Not
Yeah.
not.
It was
not-
Summerfield, so the
Yeah.
next neighborhood up.
Yeah.
I need to stop hitting the button because I'm looking really bored when I click on myself.
You got to get
Sorry.
active.
You get me when I'm scratching my face.
Yeah,
Who's
I was
that right
scratching
now?
my nose just a minute ago, and she got me.
We can all pull up Bubs and be picking our nose.
All right, well,
True. I'm
You just
sleeping.
got to see if you can get deeper. Get deeper.
There you go. How's that eyeball feeling, Joe?
All the way up there.
You
It
shouldn't-
was a scratch.
Yeah.
No
so
pics,
the
scratch.
other local news was the NFL player that got arrested at the Hard Rock Casino yesterday or Sunday.
Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
Monday at like 3 o'clock in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
2:30,
Was it
3
a
o'clock
Bucks
in the
player
afternoon.
or-
No, he
No.
played for some other team, but
What
Well,
was
I
he doing
gave you
in
the
Tampa
link.
then?
I think, I mean, maybe he was playing the Bucks if they played this week against them or something. I don't know. I sent you the link, so it's in our text.
yeah, let me find it.
Usually, all
But
the-
he was like a Super Bowl or MVP player. I don't know. He
Like
still
retired
currently
or-
plays.
No.
He's like I think 9 or 10 years into his career. He's played for a couple of teams, but I forgot who he's currently playing for.
Let me put my old man glasses on. Hang on.
I can probably find it before you can.
I'm already on it. Former Super Bowl champion of the New York Giants.
There you go, Giants.
No, well, they said this weird. All right, I'm going to read it exactly the way they said it.
Right, it's very
Former
weird.
Super Bowl champion and New York Giants running back Dion Lewis was arrested Monday at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in
on
Tampa.
Monday.
Mhm.
We were just there on Friday.
Yeah.
Arrest documents show Lewis was taken into custody by Seminole Indian Police around 2 p.m. and booked into the Orient Road Jail in Hillsborough County. Blah, blah, blah. Lewis was charged with trespassing in an occupied structure, which is the casino.
Mm-hmm.
His bond was set at $500. So, obviously, a very minor misdemeanor.
They said he was acting unruly and belligerent,
Yeah.
causing a
not-
disturbance and refusing to leave.
But the Seminole Casino is on
Federal property.
technically on reservation,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they have their own police force.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But how does it that they book him into
They have to.
county?
They have to.
It's just like the TPD. They transfer him to Hillsborough County for booking them, even
Even
though
if you get
the
arrested
arresting
by
officer
the
or
feds,
officer
you
has-
go to the Hillsborough County. You can technically they can, if it's an immigration issue, take you to Pinellas County, but typically that you'll go to Hillsborough County.
So they don't have their own like detention center and all that.
No, I mean they have
So do they
probably
get-
like their own little police office to like hold you in until they transfer you, but they don't have like a holding cell. And
If you get
booking and
arrested by
whatnot.
TPD, you get booked by sheriff's department.
yeah. You get
The
processed.
sheriff's office in Florida does the booking for every county. That's
Really?
the way Florida is set up.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know that.
Now you'll have agencies that have their own little holding cell. Like they might have a holding cell.
That's where they tune you up before they turn you over.
Right, right. But as far as like official booking, that's all
Okay.
done at the sheriff's office in every county in the state of Florida.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
I just assumed that like TPD had their own like booking center and
nope,
the sheriff's department had their own booking center.
nope,
Okay.
negatory.
That's why if you want to see who was arrested in Tampa or Hillsborough County, you always go to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's website.
Well, yeah,
They'll
I mean,
have it
they've
up there.
changed it quite a bit.
Well, it goes back 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months from their release date is when it goes back to. So, used to be you can look back for years and years and years, but
Mhm. Then people got started
now you need a
suing
login.
and- yeah. So that's another thing, What do you think about this, Joe? So I understand there's a constitutional right to the media and, right, freedom of press, all that stuff. But do you feel that the media, obviously they report when somebody's arrested, but they rarely report when somebody's case is dropped? So should
damage has already been done to their
Correct.
reputation, you're saying?
Correct. So should the media only be able to report when a conviction is handed down as opposed to an arrest?
Well, the problem is, and this is where TV and real life differ, is that you get arrested for something now. On TV, it's like, oh, they go to trial in like a week.
Right.
Even though it's like 4 minutes later, it's like the date is like a week or 2 weeks later. Meanwhile, a trial is really like 9 months to a year and a half later.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, if I got arrested now,
Your job would find out.
but
You
I'm saying,
probably-
if you're saying the media shouldn't be able to report on that, or even if I'm innocent and I was falsely arrested, my name's not going to be cleared for 9 months.
Right. But they're not going to give a shit about you in 9 months to
Yeah, because everyone forgets
make
about
a report about it.
yeah.
So who cares?
That's the point. So there really is no reporting at that point.
But that's also the problem too, is that if it does end up going to a trial, and if the media has that much stories and reports and whatever else
Okay,
on it,
so
you're kind
start-
of tainting your future
start the
jury
media-
pool, and that's why they sometimes have to change
Right.
venues, because you've tainted the local jury pool by reporting on it so much that people are believing what the media outlets are releasing only, and not what the actual evidence is, because they don't release all of the evidence to the public. So
I think the media should have to wait until the trial starts in order when they start reporting on a case. So if it gets to the point where it's going to trial, boom, okay, we have this person that's been arrested for XYZ 6 months ago, 8 months ago, a year ago. It's going to trial. Here's how the trial is going to go. But think about it, because now the kid who was arrested for shooting and killing his mom and the boyfriend, he might be guilty, but he hasn't been convicted of everything. So the media, obviously, it's a big story. They're going to jump all over that. But
Yeah, but if you're saying that they shouldn't, then you have absolutely no knowledge of what's going on in your neighborhood until a year later. Like, oh, guess what? A year ago, your neighbor killed somebody.
well, but maybe we would learn not to rely upon the media to tell us what's going on, and we could just check,
But
various, it's online. Every agency has calls for service and things like that. Okay,
But-
there's a disturbance, a mile up the road. It's online.
And also, too, what's considered public record that can be released to these media outlets when they do the public records request, and what is actually used in trials can be two completely sets of documents
Oh,
that
yeah.
are contradictory to each other. But if the media can only report on what is being released, then it's going to definitely bias a potential jury pool that are going to have to rule on this guy's innocence or guilt. So I think that maybe they can report there was a crime that happened, so there was a shooting, and sure, this person was arrested because the arrests are public record, but I don't necessarily think that they should be able to release any type of evidence that goes along with it, because that's what's used to determine guilt. And I don't think that they should be putting anything out there that could
Jesus,
sway.
Joe. I can mute you when you do that. Are you leaving?
there's a hole in my beer can.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. There's a hole in your beer can.
Shotgun it. Shotgun it, Joe. We have it on video. Do it.
Johanna says hello. No, because you're going to spill that
He's
everywhere.
totally going to do it. Watch him. You got to crack it open. Crack the top. Shotgun it.
The hole's not big enough to it.
Yeah, that's what she said.
You can do it.
It-
Do it. Don't worry. Simon's cleaning it up. How's he? Did you crack it?
It's not going down his shirt, so he's getting most of it.
I'm just squeezing the can and it's
Oh, you got to pop the top. You got to lean it and pop the top.
Laura acts like she's done this before.
I've seen plenty of TikTok thingies. Ticker talkers.
You're going to split your lip.
Then I'm going to laugh and it's going to be squirting out the side all over the studio.
Something tells me I might have to mop later.
Well,
Nah, just clean the carpet.
A little bit on the carpet.
Simon cleaned it up.
I noticed it as soon as I took it out.
All right,
What the hell?
go wash your hands. Johanna says hello. Grease is back.
Hi.
I think he said he subscribed. Or
Sweet.
maybe he already did and he just saw the subscribe button. So, what's up, y'all? So, I don't know. I was just thinking, we get a lot of media reports and then people lose their livelihood and you don't hear about anything about it the next, year when she's found not guilty but their life is ruined. So,
Right.
whatever. Joe was washing the peach off his hands because he has a peach bush light or peach bush, which I don't. That
Peach
sounds bad
bush.
altogether. Sounds very bad. So. Anywho, so I'm gonna wait 2 seconds till he gets back to start the next story. But it's been a while since Johanna's been on.
Yeah. Where you been?
I told her you could have picked her up at 4:30 today and brought her to the show.
I literally drove right by where you live because I had to go
She said
check your post office box too.
She has to pre-clean her condo because her house cleaner comes tomorrow. So she has to pre-clean.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I know.
Johanna, get your shit together.
People pre-clean.
Get your ass over here.
Like, you had that much left?
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez.
Look at all that head. Wait, there you go.
That's a lot of head there,
Kinda
Joe.
see it there.
Man. I thought he was washing his hands. Now he's taking a piss.
He had to check all the cabinets to find the beer cups.
Yeah. So we had a kind of a productive weekend.
Yeah.
I think. I don't
Well,
remember
we
most of it.
rearranged the house. We
We-
brought the TV consoles in, so
Yep.
the front of the house looks nice again.
Yep. You tried to throw away all of our food, saying it was expired.
It's
Not.
It is. Okay, first of all, the spices that you posted, those are all expired. The ones that you looked at, you're like, oh, it's 2021, it's not bad. Those are not bad. No. Okay, I would have kept those. But we have the same spice duplicate in the pantry that is fresh. So why are we keeping the old stuff when we have new, fresh stuff? The other stuff is from like 2018, 2017. That shit's gone. I don't even think some of the labels are made anymore. That's how old some of those spices are. And then the food, you made another video and you said you were going to keep the brownie mix. Well, the brownie mix, I've purchased plenty of brownie mixes and have made plenty of brownies since I've moved in here. And that box has remained in the pantry. That box expired 2014. You've had that box of brownie mix for 10 years and you have not cooked it yet.
Okay.
2014.
It'll be cooked.
It's going in the garbage.
Am I on?
Yes, you are.
Now you are.
Did I miss the brownie mix from your first ex-wife?
Maybe.
It was probably the second ex-wife, but it was an ex-wife era probably. Yes. 10
That's why
years.
he saves it. He misses
Do
it.
you think brownie mix
No.
goes bad?
Definitely.
I mean, if I opened it and I saw little squiggle bugs in it, I would definitely throw it out.
I don't think the brownie mix would go bad because there's no dairy in there. There's nothing.
It's flour.
powder.
It's cocoa. It's
Yeah, but flour doesn't
sugar
go bad.
probably of some kind. Like
I mean, as long as it's still sealed. I mean, if the seal was broken and the moisture gets in it, I think it could kind of like clumpy and.
we're not in a fallout shelter. We don't have to worry about like running out of food. We're fine to throw a 10-year-old box of brownie mix away.
Yeah.
I will go buy you 10 more boxes and cook them for you, 1 box a week. I'm going to throw that shit away. It's gone.
Okay. Are you done yelling now so I can turn your volume back up?
Knock, knock, knock.
Go fuck yourself. Now I'm done.
Okay.
He
Thank
did
you.
that yesterday.
I was going to today,
Yeah.
but I have to select my days right, I'm not a young whippersnapper anymore, Joe.
Yeah, there's no recovery time there.
I did have a tummy ache the other day though, so we solved
You
that
and
problem.
your cummy aches.
What?
Listen,
I forget who it was. I think it was a Rasa that sent
I
that
don't know.
meme to me, and I laughed. I was like, "That's so funny."
And then Casey referenced it, and I'm like, is this like a new thing that y'all came up with? Because it's the second time I've heard it this weekend.
I haven't heard of what you're talking about.
Instead of blue balls,
Yeah.
it's called a cummy ache.
Okay.
So you say you have a cummy ache instead of a tummy ache, and instead of blue balls, it's a new term. I just threw it around a few times. I'm not saying it's a great term, but
It's what those teeny boppers are talking about these
Well, I
days.
hope
right?
to God teeny boppers aren't using the term cummy
I don't think so,
Why
Joe.
not?
I think it's 48-year-olds
It's
and
teenagers
and
on TikTok.
60-year-olds that are trying to, bring back new terminology and be cool again.
Yeah.
Who knows? So we have a new listener over here, a new viewer, Gator Babe. What's up, Gator
Ooh.
Babe?
That's B&H.
Well,
I think, right?
yeah, but
Is that the,
she's
Yeah.
back, and
is that the photography people?
Oh shoot, I didn't have the the chat open. I just had the full screen thing.
yeah, she helped me with some other stuff
The
that I'm
audio
picking out
person,
again.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
Lisa. So she's helping me pick some more stuff out.
Is she from Florida?
No, she's well. I don't know where
She's just
well,
a
I think
Ga-
originally she
Gator fan?
was. You know what? She was telling me that she was in Florida. I don't know if she's from Florida. She can answer that question.
It's Guitar Babe, dingus.
Oh, sorry, I don't have my bad. Sorry, Lisa.
Oh, guitar,
I don't
guitar
have-
babe and Gator babe are two different things.
Well, it's just GTR. So
I know,
being that you're
I know.
from Florida and they're the
Okay.
Gators,
Yeah,
I can
sorry,
see
my
how
my
the mind
bad.
goes
Guitar
there.
Babe makes much more sense based on what she does for a living. I'm bad. That's
Michael
why.
Jackson over here.
That's why I have these. Hold on, let me try.
But again,
Oh, much better
you
now.
never would have gotten. You would have defaulted as a born and
Probably.
raised Floridian. You would
Yeah,
have defaulted
probably.
to Gator.
Probably.
I could see how you could seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Honest mistake.
I make many honest mistakes, Joe. Many. Ask my clients.
I hope not. I hope not.
Just an honest mistake. Usually it's just typos. Because I'm driving and typing and, at the red light.
I'm so tempted sometimes to just put in a really funny typo just to see how well my boss reads things. I think I'm low. Am I low again?
No.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
okay. But then I fear that I won't remember that I put one in there, and then I'm gonna send something out with like a funny, random word somewhere. Then I'm gonna get in trouble.
I used to do when I used to work late in New York and I would leave the office really late. You had to sign out, and it was weird because you didn't have to sign in. You only had to sign out if you left after a certain hour.
Mhm.
Security guards, but they never checked your badge. They never, and I had to scan out with my badge to get out anyway. So I don't know why they made you sign a book, but they never actually checked the book. So I used to put the president. I used to put the CEO of the company. I used to
Mhm.
just make up names,
Right.
and they
Did-
never checked or anything like that.
No, but one day they're
No.
going to subpoena those records and be like,
And they were like, what was?
who's Harry Ness?
Yeah.
Who was Harry P. Ness?
I used to put Peter North,
Yeah.
like Evan Stone.
So
Nobody would really notice who it was though. But
we're going to drive to New York, and Lisa's going to show us around B&H.
where are they located?
Brooklyn.
We're going to drive to New York.
Because I'm driving to New York in November.
No, it'll be.
I could stop in and visit if you
It's
want.
got to be after the new year because Stacy will be back after the first of the year.
Okay. I
We'll
don't
go
know.
back
What
when
does that have to do with
Stacy's there.
us?
I'm gonna.
You're
be
not
going to
want to go up
November.
in New York when it's balls cold either. You're not going to
Mm.
want to be cold.
It's colder in
snowing.
January. It's colder in January.
Right,
than
but I
in
think
December.
Stacy's probably going to go back sometime January, February. Well, probably January.
When does it start getting cold?
Late the end of November through
So we should go in
through,
October.
February.
We should just go in October.
I'll be in Italy.
Joe. All right.
I'm going up in November. If you want me to stop in and film something for the show,
No, I want to go and actually be at the fucking showroom, Joe. All right. Madison Square Gardens is what she's saying. It's near Madison Square Gardens.
Garden.
Gardens, whatever.
Garden.
Garden.
It's
Just one
plural.
garden.
It's just one garden.
Just one garden.
yep, it's right above Penn Station. It's on 7th Avenue on the west side, about 40th Street.
No clue.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
He's never been.
I've been.
It's
there
all
many
Greek
times.
to me.
It's all Greek.
I've seen Billy Joel. I've seen Bon Jovi there at the Garden. I've seen Knicks games. I've seen Rangers versus Devils.
Mm-hmm.
That's hockey, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, he wouldn't have guessed it.
Yeah.
So are you going to be going to the Rays game once they build their new stadium right next door to the old stadium?
Is that what they've decided on?
Apparently.
Finally?
Yep, they just released it today. They had a big press conference.
Told
Apparently,
you I'm a little late in reading news today.
Now, the
so-
good news is that's going to help Fergs. Because Fergs, that's how they make all their money, pretty much, was Rays games. So
Yeah, but,
they'll stay
we
around.
go to Ferg's maybe once a quarter. It's not like we go there often.
Once a month, maybe. I like their wings, so they'll be happy.
Did they ever reopen the place across from the Amelie?
No. That place is done. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but it's everything that goes there is dead. So yeah, I mean we'll see. But they promised like a stadium 3 times already that didn't come through. So we'll see if they actually, you know,
Well,
stick
weren't
to it
they?
this time.
They were first trying to get them to be in Canada half the season or something like that. They were trying to split
they were gonna
it.
do a split season with Toronto,
Yeah,
and the league said no.
I thought it was because they
That-
had they
that
had a
would've been-
contract with the city of St.
That would've been
Pete
bad
with
for
their with like the
I don't know.
arena or whatever.
I haven't
it's
really
called,
kept
field.
up with it, but apparently they were talking about going to do the half thing with Toronto. I didn't even understand how that would work, but apparently people who understand baseball much more than me said it would work, so maybe it would. But to me, it just
Well,
didn't make sense.
If we're getting like 8,000 people per game, right? For 80, like there's 160 games a year.
Put
but
that closer
only-
to you.
Only 80 or so games, home games per year. So if they have 80 home games, and you're only getting 6 to 8,000 per game. Now, if you cut that down to 40, and you do 40 here and 40 there, and instead of getting 8,000, you're getting 15,000 or 20,000 because there's less games, so people would go would go to the games.
This stadium's supposed to be a lot smaller than the Trop,
Okay.
so I guess it's going to be smaller, but
Ha-
it'll look fuller.
Now I was going to ask questions, but you probably wouldn't know the answers because you've never been to a game.
I've been to a baseball game.
Then I asked you to
I've
go to a
been to
game.
re-
You're like, I can't go see a baseball game.
What did it used to be called before it was Tropicana Field?
Race Field.
Thunderdome.
No, thought that was hockey.
No.
All right,
That was the Ice
I've
Palace.
been to Wrigley Field.
So for most of the games
I've
that
seen
I've
the
been
Cubs
to,
at Wrigley Field.
but most of the games I've been to at the Trop, they have like most of the entire top level like tarpeted off
Yeah,
because they don't want to use the seats.
yeah. Well, they need somewhere for the rats to sleep.
I mean, they should really have just walled it off and then just made like rooms for homeless people to live up there.
So what are they
Yeah, I don't
going
know
to
about that.
do with Tropicana Field once the new?
They're going to level it
They'll
and
knock it
probably
out.
make housing out of it.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be some sort of mixed use retail like space, shopping and restaurants and shit like that.
Who knows?
They could probably turn it into a cool like concert venue.
They need to build a fucking roof over the Tampa Stadium. Why is that an open
Which
stadium?
Tampa Stadium.
The Bucs.
Most
Raymond
most
James.
Yeah.
most sports arenas are open field.
The problem.
No, they're not.
The
These
problem
days?
I
is
think they are, unless they have like a retractable roof.
Most of them are
I
covered
don't
now.
know.
no.
Ask Casey.
Mo-
Ask
the
Garvey.
the majority of them are open.
Maybe in college.
No.
It's the size of a football stadium because it's so large. Like it's a lot to
That's what she
have
said.
a full roof covering.
I don't know. The ones I see
baseball is
always
not
seem to be
as
closed.
baseball stadiums. They don't have as many people, so that it's easier to, encompass it by a roof. But the football stadiums are a lot longer.
Can you get me a beer? So, I don't know. I refuse to go to a Bucks game at 1 p.m. when it's
Right in the
100,
sun.
105 degrees. I mean, I might do a
Well,
Monday night game.
You
or
don't want
something.
you don't want to go. They don't want you to go. So
Yeah, it works out.
There you
well.
go.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
I don't. I have a good time going to a game. I just, I'm not painting my face, and I'll tailgate a little bit, hang out, yada yada. But the last game I went to, I went with 2 clients, and man, but we were there for 35 minutes, and I was just like, oh my god, so done. I'm just done. And we ended up leaving and going across the street and watching the game at Wing House.
You got to know what side of the field the sun
Oh, I know.
casts the shadow on, so you know which side has the better seats.
Yeah. So people are saying that Baker Mayfield is obviously he's looking good, but somebody said today that this is kind of crazy, but Tom Brady could have been holding the Bucks back.
as in they could have given Mayfield an opportunity to step up a year earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and by now
Yeah, that
he'd be
last
more
season he held them
experienced,
back.
Mm-hmm.
and he'd be more into his game and be a better
Because
player
they were
now.
pointing out like situations last night where Mayfield scrambled out of and made a good play where Tom Brady would have got sacked or tossed the ball.
I thought that
Because
Baker
Tom Brady
Mayfield,
doesn't run good worth shit.
He's like
also
a
old.
he's like a
Yeah.
rookie. I thought he was older.
No, he's not
like,
a rookie. He's been around, I think, 4 years.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean his mid-20s.
But he's got a lot of play into him, but he's now getting his experience. But just he can scramble and he can run around and throw. I'm not saying he's a Mahomes or anything. Look at me talking like I know sports.
Say his name again.
Mahomes.
It's Mahomes.
Mahomes.
With an M at
Mahomes.
the end.
Mahomes.
Double M's.
Mahomes. I say it how I want to say it. Mahomes.
How do you pronounce your favorite or how do you pronounce
Walrus.
The
your
pamphlet.
your team quarterback?
Oh, Tuhuahalahala. I don't know. Whoever plays for Miami.
How you wanna?
But no, I think Mahomes is going to do, or Baker Mayfield. I think he'll do well. I think he's going to. I posted a meme on their group page earlier today. It was pretty funny.
His name just sounds like a country artist.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Like he should have a guitar and like talk about his truck.
He might.
Maybe
Wait until he starts doing
his
some
second
media.
career.
Maybe he'll do some media for the new my media company. But yeah, I'm trying to think of names right now, so maybe I'll settle on that within the month, and then as of January 2024, that's when I'm gonna actually open the company according to my accountant. It's the best time to open a company is January. Don't do it now because then you'd be screwed for. You'd have to file for this year and not make any money.
Yeah.
Not spend any money either, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Johanna can give me some on-air advice over that. But that's what I heard by my accountant, who I'm not sure if that's great advice or not.
She gives you some advice, then she's got to charge you.
No, she just charges me monthly. So.
He's talking about Johanna.
Oh, well, she just get a shirt. Lisa said that B&H is on 9th Avenue between 33rd and 34th Street.
Yeah, that's about right. It's on the other side.
Is that next to the bagel store?
It's on the other side of Madison Square Garden.
Oh, across from the pizza street thing.
It's on like the back end of it.
Okay.
Are you just throwing out bagel and pizza because it's New York? Are you going to throw in there's a hot dog cart on the corner too?
It's right next to the hot dog cart.
No, it's the street meat guy that sells the chicken and shawarma.
Oh, okay.
No.
The fire hydrant is right there.
I'll do a hot dog off a street cart, but I will not do like street meat.
Oh,
I
you're
don't know
missing
why. No.
Listen, you get it's 10 o'clock at night. You get a big thing of like chicken with yellow rice and the white sauce, and you just grab that and jump on the bus, and that's your dinner on the way home.
No.
For sure.
I don't need
$7,
anything,
you're good to go.
I don't need anything
Although
coming
now
off of a street cart at 10 o'clock at night from New York.
$7?
I mean, now
that is
now
covered
it's
in a
probably
white
like
sauce.
$15 now, but it's back
Jeez,
when I
you
was
can go to
doing
Sam's and get a hot dog and a Coke for $1.43.
You just said it was chicken and rice covered in a white sauce.
Yeah.
$7.
I mean that's what it was back when I was getting it 15 years ago, But who knows what they charge now?
Is that when last time you got it, Joe? When you were
No.
getting it 15 years
When
ago?
I was-
Last time you got it was 15 years ago.
When I was in New York last summer in June, and I got plastered drunk, and I woke up and it was like midnight, and I was like, "What the fuck happened to me?" So I went out and I got meat in the middle of the night.
That's what they do down there. Is
Yeah.
Get meat in the middle of the night.
Yep. And I got down there, I was like, "Shit, I don't even have any money on me." He's like, "Oh, take it. You could bring the money back later." So I had to go back up to my hotel room and get money and brought it down like 15 minutes later. He
Damn.
trusted me to just take the food though.
Yeah.
He probably didn't want you going belligerent and being like, "Give me the fucking meat." He's probably
I was
seen
like-
that a time or two.
I was.
Did you look
I
like
was-
a meth head or something?
Yeah, probably. It was like midnight. And like a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's when all the crazies are out.
So, the iPhone 12.
12. You're up to
They
15 now.
did some updates apparently over in the UK because they said it had some cancer-causing concerns.
Ah.
Now, I've had my iPhone 12 probably what did we say since
3 years.
2019?
Something like that.
So, apparently the UK they have a different way of measuring radiation than we do in the United States, and I'm not sure why. I'm sure it's because the United States is very lenient and doesn't give a shit, and they're paid off to allow certain things to happen. But that's concerning to me. If the UK feels like their radiation level surpassed a safety net, but they're doing the upgrade to meet their demands, their government requests, but they're not doing it here.
Well, is it a hardware
Yeah,
issue? So how do you upgrade a hardware?
you change the frequency, I guess, or some type of level of radiation. I'm not a technician, Joe. I don't know, but
Would you be safe because you don't put the phone up to your ear?
Because you're.
Maybe, but I sleep next to it. Is it only while what? See, that's the thing. Back in the day when
Which
you had
you
those,
shouldn't even be sleeping with it in the bed because those
Well,
things get
but
hot and they catch on
I don't
fire
really
and burn
sleep with
houses
it.
down all the
No.
time.
Sleep with your phone?
no,
He just leaves it like.
I don't.
Because he listens to like talk radio at night when he can't sleep. He'll turn that on.
I'm just getting
So
content
it's-
for the show, Joe. I'm always listening to media somewhere.
It's just soaking in your brain while you
Yep.
sleep too. So he'll have it like on the bed, like on the corner of the bed next to him. But that shit'll catch.
You know
on
what's funny,
Do you
fire
ever
though?
wake up in the
fast.
middle of the night and catch him watching porn?
No,
No.
I'm not a big
No.
porn watcher,
No.
Joe.
What kind of man are you?
Yeah, I know.
He's one that gets some.
Yeah, I get the real stuff, Joe. So listen to this though. I'll turn
Kitty.
the Mike Calta show on in the morning. I'll listen to a couple different shows, but a lot of times I'll
Kitty
listen to the
went
Mike Calta show. But I'll fall asleep while listening to the show, and then I'll have weird dreams of like there's like
Of
one
what they're
show.
talking about?
Just no, not necessarily what they're talking about, but like one dream I had, like Mike was chasing me, and there was like I forget. We were like running through a hotel, and like
Is he making fun of you
Spanish
for
was
your-
like
he's
sitting
got a
there
better show than you?
reading a newspaper. Just like I don't know. It was this weird stuff, but it was obviously I was sleeping. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I had the show on. I just fell asleep, so I had this reoccurring dream that I'd wake up a little bit and then fall back asleep, and the dream kind of continued, but it would change a lot. So I don't know. Yeah, it was very strange.
My
But-
dreams don't usually go from my short-term memory into my long-term memory. So like I'll remember like right after I wake up, and then like 20 minutes later I'm like, wait, what the hell was I
Gone.
dreaming about?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's not about a dream, but last night. So I just recently purchased new pillows for myself because the ones I
Ooh.
Your
had,
pillows are actually kind of Mac.
the new ones,
Yeah,
they're pretty
nice.
fucking awesome, right?
Yeah.
So the ones that I bought, not even 6 months ago, I bought as new pillows. They'd gone flat on me, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I need better ones.
Laura's not used to flat.
Yeah, I can't. It's got to have either
Look at her
like.
covering her boobies when I talk about them. She's so
No, anyway.
paranoid.
So that's just me like not knowing what to do with my hands because I'm not changing cameras. But anyway, so I got these new memory foam pillows. If you want some, I'll order you some, by the way. So they're actually like very thick. They're amazing, and I only need one, but I ordered two because that's what I've been using. So I have one that's like flat that I use to sleep on, and then I just have the other one sitting straight up against the headboard. And last night, Pickles, my cat, I wake up from like sleeping on my side. I turn over on my back, and the next thing I know, Pickles is like a hat. She's literally sitting on my head because this bitch is using my new Lush pillow
Mm-hmm.
as a bed, and then she's using the pillow that's sitting upright as her pillow. So she's just all like sweet dreaming on my fucking pillows. I'm like, you little shithead.
Yeah, Georgie
Yeah.
does that too. He'll come up and sleep on the pillows, and Wolfie.
Well, Wolfie, he's been using because there's so many pillows now. He just uses them as like little buns. He just
Yeah.
snuggles himself in there, and I wake up and he's like snuggled in all the pillows.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't think I have cancer, but we'll see. I went to the skin
I was
cancer
gonna say,
doctor.
you don't have skin cancer. That's
I went.
good.
Well, that doesn't mean I don't, but she didn't. They use this little eyepiece tool that literally I'm sure I can buy on Amazon for $10. And she's just like, I show her the concern I have. I'm like, yeah, this, that. Nope. Like they do it so fast that I swear to God, like there's
But she
no.
does a full skin check in addition
No,
to.
my full skin checks are in March.
Oh, okay.
So I
okay.
just had a concern on
So
my
you just
elbow
go for concern. Okay.
that I was specifically wanting her to check the spot out on my elbow, and I just go in there and literally she was like, "Yeah, I'll check it." Nope. I'm like, "That fast, huh?" Yep. And I said, "Okay, well, I have this spot on my back that itches a lot, and they actually burned up some of it off cosmetically like a year and a half ago, and it was itching again. So I'm like, "Can you try to take that down again?" She's like, and froze it.
She's trying to rush and get out of there before you get hard.
Well, usually I'm in my, half pretty much naked in my underwear. So, except for my socks, as usual, because I'm going somewhere right after. So I keep my socks on. But this time, I just took my shirt off because, and actually I didn't even take my shirt off until she did the one on my back. But she didn't do anything to my elbow. She's like, I can do it if you want. But I'm like, no, because I'll wait. I just banged my elbow. It's broken, so I don't want two things bothering my elbow now. So I'd have because once you burn those off, they blister and they're painful for like a week. So I'll be expecting this one to be painful on my back probably tonight. It'll start. I'll
Yeah.
notice it in the shower. But I'm gonna fuck that one up because I'm gonna lay on my back and you're supposed to let it blister,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's gonna blister.
Well, you're gonna have to sleep with a shirt on. So 1, you don't like rub it weird, and 2, the dogs don't look at it.
Ugh.
So yeah, gross. Leave a shirt on at night.
Yeah. I don't know. And we have another one. I don't know who that is. Doesn't say. All right, whoever is W.
It's what you should expect is the name.
Oh,
Who are you?
I don't know.
I think it should be who you should expect.
I
I would
guess.
like to know who we are.
Let me put my
expecting.
damn glasses on because I thought that's what they were typing.
Hold on, I need to know who you are. Please tell us who you are.
Yeah. Tell Laura she's hot AF.
Oh my gosh.
Is that what it says?
No.
No.
Oh.
I still recognition. I love it. Give it to me.
Yeah, whoever that was. So yeah, I'll go back again in March, and then we'll see how it goes. I'm always paranoid about my skin because I'm kind of pale, and people who have pale skin tend to get cancer.
But you're also out on the bike, and literally
I'm on
your
the bike a
hands
lot,
and
and
your arms are always exposed, so that's going to be your problem area. I'm surprised you haven't had any well, you did have some on your face the last time she took off. That's a concern.
Mm-hmm.
So
But I'm surprised you haven't had any on your forehead.
now that I got my motorcycle back, that was in the shop for 5 months, I've ridden it to work twice a week for the last 3 weeks.
Really? I haven't seen you riding.
Every Wednesday and Friday, I drove it to work for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Don't me ride next to you?
No,
And just follow you up.
I know how to ride. I don't need a supervisor
Okay.
or babysitter.
It's heavy traffic, Joe.
Yeah.
I don't get up that early anymore, so
Yeah.
I'm dreaming about my Calta when you leave.
Obviously.
Yeah.
We doing taste test or what?
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
All right, let's get this over with. Peppered vodka? Is it peppered
it's
or pepper?
Honey pepper vodka.
Honey pepper.
And it's from
Jesus.
Ukraine.
Oh,
Not
Jesus.
Ukrainian vodka from the
Okay.
Ukraine.
Is
Well,
it
let
in
me-
the cooler?
It's in the freezer.
All right, well, who's
Let
going
me,
to go get it?
Give me a second. I'll go get the cups. It's on.
You got
it's
that?
on you. So.
And I gotta go grab something too because I forgot.
Do we need ice? Probably.
We need ice, we need cups, we need all the good stuff. I know I'm not going to like this. I'm not that I don't like vodka, but I'm not it's not my go-to. So peppered vodka, I'm a little nervous about this. I get heartburn really bad. Some of the shit that Joe brings, it's horrible. So I don't mind trying different beers and craft beers and stuff, but he brings over some weird, like last week, some peppermint shit. Tastes like crap. So I'm very worried about what we're going to have tonight. At least it's going to be cold on ice. Mm-hmm. No, I'm talking. I'm here. I'm watching you. Let Joe open it. Let Joe open it.
He had to run and grab something.
Oh, he's at his house?
I don't know if he's because he went out the front door. So I don't know what
jeez.
he's grabbing. But I can't. Apparently, the Ukrainians child-proof their bottles, and I can't figure out how to open it.
Well, could also be because it's frozen.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did we ever figure out who our new listener is?
Yeah. No, I have not had a beer with chili peppers. I'm not sure what that would be.
A beer with chili peppers.
Not sure. We have a ton of craft breweries down here, so I'm surprised that I haven't, because there's literally, it seems like there's a craft brewer on every corner.
Right.
And you go into the supermarket and there's craft beers like piled up. Seems like that's all they sell anymore. And I'm like, I'll take the Mick Ultra. I have high cholesterol. I can't be drinking that crazy shit. It's
true.
Only
20%.
Yeah, I'll just drink out of his cup, but I couldn't figure out how to open it. It's child-proof, apparently.
You just twist it.
I swear I twisted that shit.
It's a twist off.
I
That's hilarious.
swear. You have to twist it reverse because it's another country, and I just didn't know that.
Oh. Is
I'm
it?
lying.
Oh, okay. That's like, I can make sure.
So, carry it.
Could definitely buy that.
Okay. I was just. This one's yours, Joe.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna take a sip out of his because I know I probably won't like it.
Well, what we should do is, I'm not even on. What we should do is we should taste it first,
Joe's butt.
and then
He's like Ace Ventura talking out of his butt.
and then put in some of that strawberries and cream.
Yes, do that.
So this way we can taste it with that.
Yeah,
I
because
was
he
reading,
said that's
I was
what
reading
tastes
online
good.
that it's good to have with strawberry sauce or strawberry
I
syrup.
mean,
or something.
I'm not a big strawberry fan, but I think that will help. And if it's peppery to the point where it's like gonna give me heartburn, I don't know how much of this I'm gonna be able to drink.
Is it?
No, I've never
Is-
had it.
Oh, so I can't ask if it's a spicy pepper. Just a swig.
Put the
It's
camera
pouring
on
that
him.
so hard.
Oh,
Is that a heavy? Don't make it a heavy pour.
Yeah, please. It looks syrupy, Joe.
It does look syrupy. Well, it's frozen. That's how the other one was. It was frozen. Thank you.
The other one
Here.
tasted like a pine tree.
Oh God, it's bad.
Well, before we... I'll put my headset back on.
There you go. Here, go ahead. Take a sip while he's getting reset.
Jesus Christ. Muting you until you get settled. Pounding every...
Am I back on?
Not yet.
Am I back?
Tell me when you're ready, because
No, he's got it. You got it.
you're not ready. I see what you got.
Oh, you spoiled
I
the
see what you
surprise. You
got.
looked.
I did
So, while before we do that...
I like it.
we got that.
Yeah.
And
I
this
like
is
it.
the small one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's badass.
You make different
These are-
sizes too.
Well, you said you wanted
No,
the bigger
that's-
ones.
that's good.
Nice.
This is the small one.
Yeah,
I like it.
I want to put them up there.
Wait, I thought. Wait, so yeah, you're
She,
gonna
want,
put.
she
You can't
wanted
even
to put
see
them outside.
Well,
Yeah, I want to make it. I want to make the front porch.
Let
Yeah,
me-
bring it.
I
up,
want to make
put
it like a
here.
bat cave. I want to
Laura,
like swirl
pass
it
this
around.
over so you can.
let, hang on.
That actually looks good, right? Right as like a neck choker.
Yeah. So Joe,
Put a chain on it.
Joe
make a
literally,
neck choker.
Joe
Look at
literally.
that.
That's a tattoo right there.
That's
Boom.
that's like one of those daggers that they hide in the cleavage.
You and Price.
comes down,
can-
it's got
you
like
and
a
Price
knife
can
in
hang
it.
out and be batty.
Wait, who? What?
You and Price.
Oh,
He has the bat tattoo. All right. No, this is badass.
that's bat ass.
That's badass.
So I made that. I made that and 8 more of the big ones.
Sweet.
I didn't
yeah.
finish cutting the big ones yet because you said you didn't like the way the head was. You wanted to like.
Yeah, but this is perfect.
If that you can
want
make
big-
that shape but bigger,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Well, that's exactly what I had, but I didn't
okay.
cut. He said he didn't like the way the head was on the top of them. So
yeah, I think
I
that's
didn't-
fine because it
I
looks
didn't-
like it's flying. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So I have a little bit more cutting left to do.
Yeah, Joe makes these
do
in
the
his
top.
garage. Like we just had an idea. We were in Marshalls or something, and we
Marshalls,
saw
yeah.
some wooden bats they had in there. And I'm like, they wanted $7 for one or something, and it was
I
really
think it was
cheesy.
like $9,
Yeah,
and it was
so-
like cheap wood and yeah.
So if you want them out of thin wood, we can make a lot of them fast and quicker.
I like them.
but you like
this
'em out of
way.
the thicker
I like 'em-
wood.
I like them this way.
I made eight large ones and 1 small one out of 1 board, and that's like a $12 board or
Okay.
$11 board.
Cool. Well, I'll buy more wood because I want to put them up there.
No, I want to make the bat cave out of the front porch.
Well, that's something you can do later.
Well, you could decide whether you want
It's
thin
Halloween
wood or thick wood
season.
for that.
I
you know.
think we should definitely do. I mean, this has to. This is the better. wood
Seriously,
for
I think we
outside.
gotta put that on a chain and give it to you right there as a necklace.
I like it.
Lisa said that's very Lily Munster.
I like it.
All right, I'm gonna try this shit. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh my god! Ugh. Mm. Joe!
This is Cortizza.
Oh,
Cortizza.
Joe, that is the worst shit I've ever drank in my life.
What
And
kind
I-
of wait? What kind of alcohol is it?
It's vodka, but
Ugh.
it's honey pepper vodka from Ukrainian.
Ukrainian.
Ugh.
Ukrainian honey pepper vodka.
Ugh.
The Ukraine, not the Ukrainia.
God damn, Joe.
Cortizza.
Laura, don't even attempt.
Joe, are you gonna try it? Have you tried it?
I have not tried it yet.
Oh, it.
Oh, don't even.
You got to put yourself on camera first.
I know, but
I mean, if you
What
want to
does
put
it
your
smell?
you did the just put
you
your
said
tongue in it.
you
Put your-
said pick out something unique.
Put
So
your
I got
tongue-
stuff that you probably wouldn't have had.
it
before.
smells some like. I can't place my finger on it. Joe, you try it while I sniff it out.
I mean,
No,
it tastes funny,
No,
but
no way.
What does that smell? It's like
It smells like a fucking sink cleaner.
something weird.
Tastes like sink cleaner.
It's gonna taste just like it smells, though.
No, worse. You got to taste it just because I did. Damn it.
all right, we're gonna put some Dr Pepper strawberries and cream in there.
Right? Right?
Get off me!
Right?
Get the fuck off!
You want to slam some beers?
Drink it with Drew, because that's
hey,
what we
give
do.
her some of that, Joe.
She's drinking.
That is so gross. Like, that is the worst drink I've had in a very long time, Joe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've had.
Okay, that was good. I swished around the.
I've had moonshine. I've had
You've had pickles.
pickled vodka and pickled
Yeah,
this.
moonshine
and
pickles.
Moonshine.
moonshine pickles. I mean, bro, I've had a lot of shit that was questionable, but
Actually, with this Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream,
no,
it does. It works.
no,
It works.
no, not even a half. Mm-mm.
Gordita.
Dude, that is
Frozen
the worst.
gordita.
That is the worst. Not a fan
Pepper honey
at
hot.
all. Can we rate shit like under 0? Like, can
Yes.
we give it like a negative
Negative
40?
47.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Man, I just hope I don't wake up and smell that.
And
or
that is
taste
why
that.
they're losing the war.
Like, I still taste that in my mouth and my nose right now.
You're gonna be burping that all night
I
long.
He had
hope
one
not.
You're gonna
sip.
eat like
I
a
hope
Tums.
He
No,
had
it's,
one sip.
I had one sip of the whatever it was last week, and I was burping it for hours afterwards.
Last week's?
Yeah,
Oh, that was delicious.
the one that tastes like tree.
No, last
Yeah.
week was not good. That one tasted.
Mastica.
That one only I didn't like it because it was very syrupy and it just tasted like a pine tree.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really drink that as a alcoholic beverage to enjoy. Not even with a cigar or anything. It just
No.
didn't feel like it. But it didn't make me want to like go vomit like that. Literally, I felt like I was tasting.
This thing's, it's got a little bit of a tingle on your tongue afterwards.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I literally could go into my bathroom closet and pick out
should-
some cleaner and probably taste better shit.
You should take that.
Cold
Clip.
poison control.
You should take that little clip of him doing that with the and use it as like a funny teaser.
Sure.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, no, that was gross.
Gordita.
Matter of fact, I might need another beer immediately.
Oh. I may have to go puke.
I think I drank half my beer while just as a chaser.
But hey, I got you a bat.
Yeah, the
We
bat's
appreciate
awesome.
The bat.
Yeah.
The bat
I don't know.
is
I might keep that one
amazing.
and give you the bigger ones because I
No.
made that one for myself.
Okay,
But
whatever.
you see, that one is not even spray painted. That is actually ebony stain.
I was gonna say I like the
It's
way that
ebony-
you can still
it's ebony
see the
wood stain.
The wood stain in it. I
Okay.
like that you can still see it in there.
I mean, whatever works. I
But
just
make
want.
some smaller ones too. So even if you have to make it with the thinner, the less.
No, I want to put them. I like the bigger ones. I want to put up there and have the 3D like look with the foam.
Well, they got to
So-
be above it because you can't see them
Yeah,
in
no.
front of the foam.
No, I know they're gonna
Yeah.
create. They're gonna go in that space where you see it dip down. They're gonna go
Nope.
in that space.
Nobody can, look. The space is completely off.
I'm not worried about the cameras. There's a lot of shit going on in this room that are not. It's not on the cameras. Look, I even
You
put
can't
that.
even see the moose.
Look.
The
Poor
moose.
moose.
Go-
You can't
go-
see the
go-
moose.
Go into Joe Cam real quick.
That's boob cam.
Go into boot
Titty
cam.
cam.
Okay. So look over here. I got this thing going on.
Yeah.
You
you're
can't
welcome.
What's
I
that?
got
What is that?
It's a
This
little,
little
lantern.
Halloween lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can put a light in it.
We got
You want me to make one? Watch.
the moose going on up there that you can't really see.
Terrible.
That's
Here
for
you go.
Mike.
There's your extra space.
Bub's moose?
Correct
You got
your-
my little portrait on the wall over there. You got my little Mandalorian helmet, and
That's
that,
a Star Trek thing.
that
right?
might be replaced with something here in a little bit. But yeah, there's
Did
a
you
lot.
buy another one?
No, not yet.
Oh my god.
I got something in the works. Is all I'm saying.
With this strawberries and cream, I'm liking this actually.
All right. Back into boob cam mode. All right. All right.
How long have we been on?
Like an hour and a half.
Oh my god.
So
So not a pass on this.
no, not at all.
Not at all.
Don't even bring that to my house again.
Not.
Don't even bring it up in conversation.
No. Don't even try to sneak it in my drink
to be
later.
forgotten forever.
Well, you get a bottle from someone brings something over. You have a party.
You've had it in your
people-
liquor cabinet for how long?
Maybe 2 or 3 years.
Who brought it?
I don't remember.
You
just-
should
it
unfriend
just-
them forever.
It just showed up at a party one time and it just ended up there.
I guarantee you that whoever brought it to your
'Cause that's
house
not
has had it in their house for 10 years.
Because
and they
that's
just-
not something I would
re-gifted
have just like bought when I was out at a liquor store.
Nobody
like,
would go buy
it
that.
looks different. Let me buy that.
Do you think it went bad, or do you
No,
think it's
no,
just
No, it's-
Joe?
That's
I'm
the way
going-
it is.
Do you think it went bad because somebody had it for 10 years, or do you think it was just a bad flavor?
Nope. That's just horrible Ukrainian vodka. That's all it is. But yeah, it was no bueno. Not a fan.
No.
Gordita. I'm a fan.
So I'm going to go have a cigar in the garage,
The green room.
the green room. Appreciate everybody for hanging out
Yes.
and joining us. Lisa.
What
and
you should expect. We still need to know who you are.
Johanna and Grease, who's got a little present for me on the way.
Is he the
Very soon.
replacement for the Mandalorian thing?
Maybe.
Interesting.
And our new secret guest,
Ooh.
Yeah, very
Thanks
secret.
for coming.
what you should expect.
Very elusive in the name.
Yes.
Even know.
So, but cool. We'll post the edited version and some different segments up throughout the week, and check out our shorts. I'm going to start doing some shorts throughout the week. So subscribe to us and learn a little bit about the scenes. See the dogs and our fish and
Our
Joe being a fool across the street. So good times, good times. Anybody have anything before we leave?
I don't think so.
I have a lot on my pamphlet that we haven't gotten to, but I know you're just wanting to leave. So.
Well, what's on the pamphlet? Maybe there's something that we can get that's
There's
worth it.
Las Vegas strip clubs offering free lap dances for people who were affected by the hacks at the MGM hotel. I thought that was very nice of them.
How kind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's next?
Now, because they didn't want to pay the ransom, it's costing them
They're
10
still
mil-
down.
It's costing
10 million
the
a
company
day.
like 10 million a day.
Yeah, some like the weekends at 16 to 20. So yeah, they're getting killed.
Yep.
But
That's
that's what they have insurance that covers that,
No,
right?
they do not.
No,
It's an
they
operation.
don't?
It's
Not.
operational losses.
Oh God.
Now, because they rely so much on technology these days, there's no room key. You can't just
No.
open the door.
We need
You-
to get
they
back
don't
to
give
the
out
just
keys.
basics on some of that shit, man.
Everything's
Room
all
keys and-
electronics.
yeah, I mean, we should probably go back to actual keys.
I mean, they're screwing up with the gambling machines, the room access, everything.
yeah.
Check-in system.
Yeah, and this is what people have been saying for years, man. Is all this electronic shit's going to backfire on us one day, and now it just seems like
now they
hackers are taking over everything.
can hack your car.
And a lot of places
They
are
can
getting,
hack your underwear.
a lot of places are getting hacked, and they're. I mean, if we knew, like, if companies were required to tell us when they were hacked, you would be amazed at how many companies just pay ransomware and just move on.
They
And-
only have to tell you if your data was compromised.
right, which
And
is
which-
usually when they refuse to pay.
Yeah, and when that happens, then they're like, oh, well, we're going to give you 6 months of free identity monitoring services.
Which is bullshit.
But my wife got one from like Tampa Hospital or a couple of them in the area.
Yeah.
Stupid shit.
Yeah. So literally, like,
Most of the information they can get is the same stuff you could get on the friggin' phone book. Like,
Yeah.
all that's available on like the White Pages website.
do they even pass phone books
I was
out
gonna
anymore?
No,
say,
but
yeah.
I'm saying I'm just saying like the basic information that's
Yeah,
out
I know,
there
but
publicly.
it's just, it's stupid. I mean, there's got to be a limit to the electronic access to data, and just the ability to shut down a company. Is just so easy now. And it's like, do we negotiate with terrorists? Well, do companies negotiate with hackers? Because once you do it the first time, they're going to come back and do it again.
You'd think the entire like company would have it all air gapped and just have an internal system that's not connected to the internet.
Do you
You know?
have on there the Americans who were traded and how 2 of them are still
For the
unknown?
in Iran.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy to me too. It's like, okay, we're going to free you from captivity from another country, but we're also giving you the option to be anonymous. I think that's our government making their names anonymous, not them choosing to be anonymous, but that's just me.
I think there's some high-ranking official or some like
It's
CIA,
definitely
like
government operations. Every person
like-
that was released was an American /
spy,
foreign
real
citizen.
actual spy.
Yeah,
You
something's
don't
going
think
on.
it was like the prostitute like girlfriend?
No.
Of, like some politician?
No.
No. It's legit.
They'd be like, "Good luck, sweetheart. Don't know you anymore."
I think it's legit, like, agents that got captured over there, and they're just not releasing their information.
Well, there's that Netflix show now about the agents and the spies and their handlers, and they're telling their stories about how if they got into like a sticky situation, they would have to work and get them out, and hopefully they didn't get killed. And if they did get found out, they had to sneak them out quickly and all that stuff.
Happens
I haven't
more
watched
than
it
you
yet. It's
think.
on my list.
Happens
But
more than you think. All right. But maybe we'll talk about it in the green room and go live in the green room, while you're drinking that horrible vodka
ugh.
and I'm smoking my very beautiful cigar.
Is it when I got you?
Yep. Hey, Grease, when's my package arriving? I know I still have to pay you, but...
He's like, it'll be in the mail when I get my money.
he's going to send me some photos. It's going to be badass. I can't wait to get it. But anywho, we'll be back maybe Tuesday. I guess Garby's going to be back next week. And Joe, you're not leaving next week, right?
I'm not leaving till October 8th.
Okay. And then, homeless camps, they had a pop-up bar at a homeless camp. That was the last thing on the pamphlet, by the way.
With a tent for prostitution.
Oh, yeah. Well, they probably served your fucking shit at their pop-up bar.
Probably.
That's probably homeless camp vodka.
Since you don't read the Russian Cyrillic alphabet, that actually says homeless vodka right there.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
I mean, with a mixer in it, I think it's pretty good.
Gross.
I mean, vodka straight by itself is not exactly tasty.
I might bust out some Kraken later.
Kraken.
Kraken?
I'm never going to pronounce it right because every time I pronounce it wrong, she yells, Kraken! All right. I guess that's it.
Later, losers.
Wait, I got to end it. So,
Do you have a different?
thank you.
Do you have a
He's got an
different
ending?
outro from your intro?
Not yet. I do have one.
I'm not saying you have to bust it out now. I'm just asking if you created one since you updated the other one.
Yeah, I do have one. I should probably play it. But I'm not, on the ball. I had it saved, and then I was trying to change it. In the midst of changing it, I didn't
He
save
said
the
balls.
change.
Balls.
So
He said balls. She said extend.
This is what I had for the outro. Let me see
Yeah,
if it works.
yeah. Bung Holio.
If this is even going to work. This has been another episode of the Drinking with Drew show. Stay tuned for more uploads, more shows. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Humble Social,
And
all
on
the
X.
socials.
We're on X.
Our live shows are Tuesday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to check us out live. You can call into the show and be a part of it. See you soon. Did that work?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No. See?
And then you threw the bubbies in.
There you go. That's the outro
Sip
of the
bubbers.
show.
I'm actually going to pour a little more.
Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. We're out. Thanks again for hanging, and we'll see you next week. Lisa, thanks for everything you do and helping me out. I totally appreciate it. And definitely everything that is making this happen is definitely thanks to you. All right. Talk to you soon, y'all. Peace.
Peace.